And we're coming back here to the girls wrestling. We'd like to thank some more sponsors. Advanced Pump and Well Solutions, Bank of Cashton, Black River Falls Wrestling Club, Boscobel Wazeeka Steuben Wrestling Club, Brookwood Wrestling Club, Green Repair LLC, Campbell's Mobile and Solar Meats, Cashton Farm Supply, Cashton Wrestling Club, Central Express, Pasture Pride in Cashton, and Citizens First Bank.
So here on mat number 2, we have Emma Haiti from Richland Center trying to earn her spot. Her brother earned his just a short while ago at the 113-pound. Emma wrestling here at 107 for the girls. Her opponent is Madeline Gazda of Boston, a sophomore at 31-9. Emma, a senior for the Hornets at 27-3. Down on mat number 1, Rylan Olson for Nakusa Port Edwards, a freshman at 14-4. Ava Lord for Dodgeville, a junior at 14-6. No score looking down on mat number 1. Down here, mat number 2, Emma Haiti picking up that takedown and a quick 2 near fall as they rotate out of bounds. So Emma up by that 4-0 score as we reset back to the center. With a nice, kind of just a drag on that short sit by Gazda, dropping her down into some near fall and picking up that fall in a minute, fuzzy math, a minute 41 time of fall. Emma Haiti earning her spot to wrestle in that girls tournament in Madison starting early Thursday afternoon. So we are going to, I guess, continue to roll here. Olson and Lord up there on mat 1, still no score as we enter period number 2. Down on mat number 3, Asa Ekadal of Monroe, a freshman coming in here at 24-6. Shay Ella Clark, a junior for Nakusa Port Edwards, your wrestlers here on mat number 2. Ekadal of Monroe picking up that first points of that match with a takedown, and now Clark tries to kind of sit through on that, not able to come around for any type of reversal, and they rotated out of bounds. Up there on mat 1, Ava Lord picking up the first points of that match, up 2-0, wrestling there under a minute to go. Must caught her there real quick as she rolled through on that with a 3:08 time of fall. Ava Lord earning the right to wrestle in Madison on Thursday afternoon at 100 pounds for the girls. Looking down here, Monroe maintaining that 2-point lead at 120 pounds for the girls. Coming out there on mat number 1, we now see Alexa Gallagher of Monroe, a senior at 26-7. Zoe Licht of Lodi, a freshman at 25-7. So we're going to roll right through these kind of quick, I think, here, Shell. So if you want to throw in some sponsorship as we roll, just cut in and let them fly as needed.
Okay, Coon Valley Telecommunications, Darlington Blackhawk Warbirds, DeSoto Wrestling Club, DeWitt Construction, Genuine Telecom, GET Melrose Mindoro Titan Wrestling Club, Grantland Graphics, Hartjee Lumber, Iowa Grant Wrestling Club, and Ithaca Wrestling Club.
Okay, Lick up there on mat number 1, picking up a takedown and a quick 2 count to go up 4-0 here, wrestling in that first period. Maintaining ride control, has that kind of front underhooks, maintaining control, and now letting her up is Lick. Gallagher picking up that point, now trailing that match by the 4-1 score. Down here on mat 2, Ekadal of Monroe still with that 2-0 lead, looking to work those a double bar series, looking to rotate over on Clark, trying to pick up some more near fall. Not able to do so just yet. Clark able to kind of base out, get those arms back more now to a conventional base. Lick picking up another takedown up there on mat number 1, now up 6-1, time expiring in that first period of wrestling.
Two near fall.
That's total qualifier, okay.
Mat 2.
So Ekadal of Monroe picking up that 2-point near fall.
And you had a potentially dangerous.
All right, thanks for that update. Looking down on mat number 1, still now a 6-2 score down there. Gallagher picking up that escape, wrestling at the minute mark of period number 2. So 4-0 our score, ending wrestling in period number 2. Ekadal of Monroe having choice going to that down position, starting that wrestling in period number 3. Still 6-2 our score up there on mat number 1. Licked of Lodi with that lead. Six-1 our score now on mat number 2. A reversal and a penalty point given there. Reversal going to Ekadal, and then 1 point penalty going to Clark. So 6-1 our score here as we wrestle under a minute to go in period number 3. Still a 6-2 score up there on mat 1. Crowd kind of thinning out here now through the finals. Got a majority of our placement set. Herkadal trying to run that over, is picking up some near fall. Kind of content to, I thought she was going to ride it out, but was able to pick up that fall with a 5-minute, 52-second fall. Alpha Herkadal of Monroe with that win, earning her right into the tournament here at 120 pounds. We're going to roll right into the to 132 pound there on mat number 2. We see Riley Hanahan of Black River Falls.
And a pin over on mat number 1.
Adriana Free of Nakusa Port Edwards, a senior at 10-7. Riley, a freshman at 15-1.
Had a pin over there on mat 1, Wayne.
Mat 1, Zoe Lick picking up that fall, and a 5-minute, 55-second time of fall there for her, earning her right to wrestle in the 114-pound weight bracket in Madison in just a couple days. So we're off and rolling here on mat number 2. Riley with a quick takedown and then a release of Adriana to go up by that 2-1 score. Down there on mat number 1, we see 126 pounds, your weight class. Clana Vendrell of Edgerton and Brianna Buchner of Watoma Wild Rose. As I said, that being the 126-pound weight class. Here, mat 2, we are at 132 pounds. Riley with another takedown and release of Adriana, now up 4-2. And then Adriana drops in on a takedown attempt, but Riley able to come around that left corner, picking up that takedown, now up 6-2. Kind of left to just let her up, going back takedowns. Now 6-3 your score at just under a minute to go here in period number 1. Looking down there, mat number 1, Brianna Buchner of Watoma now with a 2-0 lead, wrestling there first period. Vendrell coming around that corner, picking up that escape, now tying that match at 2. But Riley picking up another takedown there. So looking at 10-4 our score as we coming to an end. She's trying to just let her up enough to get her to kind of base up and maybe drop in on some type of turn, but not doing anything there. 10-4 as we wrestle into period number 2.
I thank a few more of our sponsors: J&R Military Surplus, Kickapoo Lafarge Predators, Viola Quick Stop, Coon Creek Feeds, Lacrosse Loggers, and the Lancaster Flying Arrows Wrestling Club.
Down on mat number 1, Brianna Buchner of Watoma with a 3-2 lead, starting their period number 2. Another takedown there by Riley as we start wrestling in that second period. Kind of goes with a kind of a reverse crossface and rolls through on that, picking up just a 2 near fall. She needs to let that ride just a little bit longer. So 14-4, and then electing to cut Adriana. Now 14-5. Nice little suicide roll there, coming around in control, picking up that takedown. She let her up just enough to try to drop in on some type of control with a turn. Now goes with a kind of a chin lift. Rotating over on Freed is Riley. Picked up some near fall there, not fully based that out or released that pinning combination. Working back around, trying to tighten up that nice lift of that head and a fall in a 3:44 time of fall. Riley Hanahan of Black River, your victor there at 132 pounds.
And the pin over on mat 1.
So over on mat 1, we see Brianna Buckner of Watoma Wild Rose with a fall. And 3 minutes and 47 second time of fall there. Buckner able to advance out there. As we look down here, mat number 2, they're rolling right through these finals for the girls. We see our wrestlers in Lainey Vaughn of Watoma Wild Rose, a freshman at 24-3. Her opponent is Michaela Howard, a senior for Edgerton at 19-5. Down on mat number 1, we have a area wrestler, well, 2 area wrestlers here. Ireland Sajka of Prairie de Chien and Mackie Kaz of Melrose GT. Kaz, a sophomore at 29-1. Seika, a junior at 6-0. Very quickly, Kaz in on a takedown and near fall, dropping in there at a 34-second time frame. Mackie Kaz picking up the fall here at 138 pounds. Staying right there on mat number 1, Maddie Zuby for the Hawks of Viroqua. And her opponent is Ashlyn Erkerman of Darlington Blackhawk. Erkerman, a freshman at 21-4. Maddie, a senior for the Hawks at 23-5.
Thank a few more of our sponsors. Laval Telephone Co-op, Lynn's Home Center, Nicolati Construction, Nordic Lanes, North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club, The Marketplace, Gaze Mills, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, Organic Valley, Portland Implement, Prairie de Chien Blackhawks Wrestling Club.
Lainey Vaughn down here on mat number 2, picking up that takedown and a 2 near fall, up by that 4-0 lead here, wrestling in period number 1. We see an injury on the part of Howard, so let's just, we're going to rotate down. We must be waiting, I don't know what we're waiting for on mat number 1. I know what we're waiting for. We're waiting for Mr. Brookman. So how do the last few look for the girls? As far as rest, I mean, we've got a full weight all the way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 5 left, 4 left, 5 left.
Counting these 2.
5 counting these 2.
Oh, I better read some more ads then. Okay, we'd like to thank Premier Co-op, Richland Grant Telephone Co-op, River Valley Blackhawks Wrestling Club, Royal Panther Wrestling Club, Sealands Carpetland, Sid's Concrete Wilton, Southwest Technical College, Stanek Dental, St. Joseph's Equipment.
Howard able to come up and out, picking up that takedown and kind of launches Vaughn there, not able to score anything. But a nice little head steal by Howard, picking up that takedown. Has a scoop of that head, picking up the fall. A nice comeback win there. A minute 57 second fall for Howard of Edgerton. Michaela Howard of Edgerton with that fall there. A nice little toss kind of coming around for that. So we're going to... So we're going to start them here both at the same time. We've got Ashlyn Erdman of Darlington Black up there on 1 with Maddie Zuby. Down here, mat number 2, we see Kamira Hutter of Adams Friendship, Kylie Davis of Belmont Platteville. Kylie a 14-4 junior. Hutter for Adams Friendship at 20-1. Maddie looking to come out around, picking up some type of takedown. As you see Erkerman trying to come over the top. Maddie stepping over, trying to come around that control. Erkman tries to go half off that left side. Not seeing anything advancing. Gotta believe that maybe Erdman's got that Fritz locked up. Nope, not locked up on that center. Maddie continuing to come through that rolls. Ooh, she kind of rolled through that. Ooh, she's got that lock pretty tight, does Erdman. Picking up that takedown. And a 3 near fall, then rolls through on that, does Erkman. Picking up near fall yet. Maddie trying to come out that bottom side. Able to do so, but not before giving up that 3-point near fall.
Over on mat 2, we have a score of 2-0 for Red. Not sure which wrestler that is.
That's Kylie Davis of Belmont Platteville.
Thank you.
So Maddie trailing that match down there as we wrestle period number 2 by a 8-0 score. Davis picking up an escape here as we start that wrestling in period number 2, now up 3-0. Maddie trying to come around that corner, trying to pick up some type of reversal. Erkman maintaining ride control off that left side. Kind of trying to go half off of that left side, rolling over and using those hips, coming around that top side. Picking up another 2 near fall was Erkman. Maddie trying to come out that back door, picking up some type of reversal. Erkman with that kind of a grapevine of the upper body. Maddie trying to work that head out. Erkman with a 10-0 lead right now. Maddie coming out, picking up that reversal. 30 seconds and counting here, period number 2. Maddie wants to work that to a kind of a far side cradle, gives up on that, goes cross face near ankle, breaking down on Erkman. Now goes trying to go barbed wire off that front. Is Maddie keeping that pressure around. Erkman not able to roll through on that as Maddie jumps back across, kind of getting a little high there. Erdman steps over and time expires. I believe Maddie still in control as time expired. Looking down here on mat number 2, Davis still with a 3-0 lead wrestling in that third period. Maddie keeping good pressure there, wanting to go kind of arm bar out of that, kind of walk over on that that shoulder, picking up near fall. Just has her rotated over. I don't know that she's fully turned 45. Not there, she might be. Oh, and a fall. That Maddie able to run that left shoulder around, picking up a fall, coming from behind in a 4-minute, 45-second time frame, earning her spot in the tournament in Madison late Thursday afternoon. So congratulations, kind of putting that star on the top of that one, coming from behind, with an 8-point deficit and coming through with that big fall there for Maddie. So going back down here, mat number 2, Davis has extended her lead by 4, now up 7-0. 38 seconds and counting in that match at 165 pounds. So just 2 weights to go here for the girls at 285 and 235. They're gonna wait and wrestle these two at the same time. So
I might read a few more sponsors.
That'd be good.
Sid's Concrete in Wilton, Southwest Technical College, Stanek Dental, St. Joseph's Equipment Incorporated, Sweet Valley Artisan and Valley Fudge in Coon Valley, the Bank of Ontario, The Place, Norwalk, Top Dogs Wrestling Club, Clary Trucking LLC, Torkelson Funeral Home, Tractor Central, Vernon Electric, Richland Electric, Scenic River.
So Kaylee Davis, your champion there at 165 pounds with a 7-1 victory over Keimer Hunter of Adams Friendship. So we work on to our last 2 weights here for the girls. At 185 pounds, we will see Dasha Storley of Nakusa Port Edwards, Braylee Walmer of Dodge Mill, a freshman, 8-19 as she wrestles here in the finals for the girls at 185. For your 235 pound wrestlers, Alicia Davies of Berlin, a senior at 14-4. Lexi Storflin of Nakusa Port Edwards at 16-2. So two pretty good records here at 235 for the girls. Both girls standing toe-to-toe, trying to come around for that first points of that 235-pound final.
I'd like to thank a few more sponsors: Wrestle-back Oil and Propane, VFW of Viroqua, Viroqua Dental Center, Viroqua Village Market, Ray's Gas and Goodies, Viroqua Wrestling Club, Westby Truck and Equipment, LLC, Juan Farms, LLC, Westby Wrestling Club, Westby Co-op Creamery, WCCU, Westby Rod and Gun, Rockton Grill, Wright Insurance Agency, Riverdale Wrestling Club, and Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC.
So had a little flurry on that out of bounds down there on mat number 1. Breely Wolmer of Dodgeville picking up a 5-point move, now up by a 5-2 lead. And down there, mat number 2, Scott, what did we have? Who was? Berlin. All right, yep. Oliva Davies of Berlin with a 1:13 time of fall there for her. So just waiting on this 185-pound bout. Breely Wolmer of Dodgeville still with control. Storley trying to come around, picking up that reversal and near fall as we wind down here. I believe just a 2-point near fall on that reversal, and near fall for Storley, now up by a 6-5 margin here, wrestling into period number 2. So what did we say, Scott, did we have for Wrestlebacks on the boys' side? 6. Storley dropping in on a cradle there of Walmer. Got her locked over, trying to bring that left shoulder down, not able to do so. Walmer breaking that cradle, but not before picking up another 3-point near fall, going up 9-5. Wrestling here, 1:30 to go in period number 2. What'd you say? We have 6 Wrestlebacks yet to complete our day here from the Dells. Wrestleback on the boys' side. So I would think we would wrestle them on 2 surfaces. Storley keeping good pressure there on that head and shoulder region. Now locking in another cradle, pulling her over for some more near fall. Doesn't have that cradle locked real good position-wise. Picking up another 3 near fall. Now 12-5. Walmer trying to come up and around for that reversal and does so. Now trailing this match 12-7. Breely trying to go half off that left side. Jumps across now, wanting to go right side with that half. Breaking a little bit of a roll there by Storley, picking up just the 2 reversal as time expired there in period number 2. 14-7 our score at the end of 2. So just 2 minutes to go here in this 285-pound bout.
185-pound.
Excuse me, 185-pound for the girls. Breely Walmer of Dodgeville with that 7-point margin, trying to ride control there off that left side, work some type of turn to pick up some big points. Storley tries to go with a roll, rolls through on that, catching Walmer in some near fall. Very tight was that roll by Storley, and picking up the fall, and a 4-minute 33-second time frame. Daisha Storley of Nakusa picking up your championship there. So with that, that brings a conclusion of the girls. So let's take a short break as we come back for our 6 Wrestlebacks here from Wisconsin Dells. Back to the field house here in Wisconsin Dells. We are in Wrestlebacks. Both these wrestlers have earned their spot in Madison. It's just a matter of at what positioning. We see down there on mat number 1, Ethan Haiti with an early takedown. His opponent is Nick Erzlin of Wisconsin Dells. Erzlin, a senior at 38-4. Haiti, a junior at 36-9. On mat number 2, Ethan Aird of Darlington Blackhawk, a senior at 38-3. His opponent is Sawyer Ostrom of Nakusa Port Edwards, a junior at 37-5. Aird with a quick takedown there at 126 pounds. That Wrestle-back leading by a 2-0 score. Haiti down there on mat number 1, looking for a turn, has him in some near fall criteria with a 2-0 lead at this point. Haiti looking to maintain that 2 position, has him kind of rocked over there with a reverse half. Now just goes more conventional, and just a kind of a hook of that head and shoulder region, scooping up and working that now left shoulder, and a fall. In the time of 1:32, your time of fall. Ethan Haiti staying as your number 2 wrestler at 113. Nick Erzlin, your 3 place winner for Wisconsin Dells. So sliding down there, looking at mat number 2, we pick up the wrestling there. Ethan Aird of Darlington Blackhawk with a 5-0 lead as time expires in that first period, with a 5-0 lead down there. Staying there on mat number 1, we're going to see Bryce Lenzendorf of Prairie to Chien and Gunnar Johnson of Melrose GET looking to settle the score there. Both wrestlers met a week ago at Richland Center. So Lenzendorf, your second placer right now as the way it stands. Gunnar trying to take that position away from him. Down on mat 2, Aird of Darlington Blackhawk now up by a 9-0 score, wrestling in that second period. Looking to pick up a takedown, and does so, now up 11-0 here, minute 30 to go in period number 2. How did we fare up there last week? 157. 5-4 Lenzendorf in the finals. So here we're looking at a Wrestle-back this week, seeing if Gunner can take that position away from him. So we're here to wrestle.
Hit a pin over here on mat 2.
Okay, Erdman with a 3:08 time of fall for Ethan Aird of Darlington Blackhawk. Coming up there now will be Ross Christ will pick up a medical forfeit over Carson Losha of Sugar River, so he will stay your second place finisher. So running right through these Wrestlebacks now. We just got Lund and Simmons here on mat number 2 as we wind up our day. Scott, you've got a number of qualifiers on each one of those, so we'll roll through them here as we get time. We'll do that in our wrap, but I think been a good day here. Nobody really got hurt. Everybody gets to go home, sleep in their own bed, so it's a win for everybody. Seen some really good matches as we conclude here. So looking for a good show as we enter that state tournament here in just a couple, 4 days time, 4 or 5 days. Lenzendorf down there on mat number 1 now with a 3-1 lead as we wrestle here, period number 2, approaching that minute mark. Down here, mat 2, as we said, Tim Lund of Evansville, Jack Simmons of Prairie du Chien. Lund right now your 2 second place finisher, Lund your 3, and trying to wrestle through that to see if we get any type of shake-up there at 285 pounds. Johnson in on a nice single off of that left side. Lenzendorf able to neutralize that attempt as they go out of bounds. So 3-1 still our score down there. Lenzendorf and Johnson as we see time winding down, period number 2. Mat number 2, we're still tied at 0 at 285 here on that center mat. As we start period number 2 down there on that center mat, Simmons to ride that top position in control off that right side. Down on mat number 1, Lenzendorf up 3-1, still riding control. Just with a grapevine of that right leg and kind of one-on-one off that right side. Now throws a half in on that right side, trying to breakdown on Johnson of Melrose GET. Not seeing enough action side to side. Working for that turn was Lenzendorf and picking up that first stalling of the match. Lenzendorf kind of elects to just let him up. Under a minute mark here in this 157-pound bout. 3-2 your score now here as we wrestle there. 40 seconds to go there in that third period. Down here on mat number 2, Simons has lunged in some near fall difficulties. And picking up the fall is Jack Simons of Prairie du Chien in a 3-minute 41-second time frame. Simons of Prairie du Chien now going as your second place winner, dropping to that third place at 285 pounds.
And now we have a little bit of blood time.
I think there was a stalling call as they went out of bounds there. Prairie du Chien fans expressing their displeasure. Yeah, so there was a penalty giving up that point, tying this match at 3 now with just, I guess we're in that third period, just 8 seconds to go in that match. So looking possible overtime here at 157 pounds. So as we wait for that blood to get cleaned up, let's go through place winners here. Evansville with 3 advancers into the tournament. Melrose GET with 2. Prairie du Chien advancing 7 as the top wrestlers. Darlington Blackhawk with 5. Lodi with 4, as well as this is Belleville, Sugar River with 4. MAN is Mauston Necedah with 3. As I said, Evansville with 3. Dodgeville, they got 4 through all as number 1. So as we see now going overtime here, mat number 1. Wisconsin Dells getting 1 through. Richland Center with 1. And Richland Center had 2, yeah. NAP, which is Nakusa Port Edwards with 1. River Valley with 1. Monroe with 1. Belmont Platteville with 1. And Portage with 1. So that's your teams and number advancement wrestlers into that tournament.
Did you say Viroqua?
Viroqua, not on the boys' side.
Okay, you're on the boys' side.
Yep, I'm on the boys' side.
Just making sure.
Viroqua did get their sole wrestler through on the women's side with Maddie Zuby picking up a late fall. She was down 10-2 in that match and picked up a late fall to secure her right to wrestle in that tournament. So a fine day by her and kind of an extension of her senior year, getting to wrestle there in Madison. So just waiting for this 150-pound or 57-pound Wrestle-back. Been a good day of competition. Seeing a lot of good wrestling, and Lenzendorf of Prairie du Chien coming around for that takedown, earning that spot as a number 2. Johnson staying at that 3 spot here at 157 pounds. So with that, I think we're just going to do a quick wrap from the field house here in Wisconsin Dells. Such a good facility to host a tournament such as this. Plenty of mat space and room to move here. Great job by Trina Slacken and her staff, keeping all the accommodations in place that we needed. So with that, I guess, Michelle, got anything we need to say in closing?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, with that, I'd like to thank Scott Haugen coming up, helping us with the kind of the stats and being a second set of eyes. He worked with me today as well as Tuesday at that team sectional in River Valley. So thank you, Scott, for doing that. We look to bring you wrestling activity Thursday afternoon starting at about 3 o'clock from the Cole Center, brought to you by Western Wisconsin Video Production and Ken Manning from the Cole Center. So with that, I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors once again, and looking to see you in 5 days' time from the Cole Center in Madison as part of the Western Wisconsin Video Production crew. Thank you and good night.